I think the apprenticeship contest is great. It's integral to what we do. It shows our craftsmanship. It shows what sheet metal workers do, actually in a very narrow scope. You do a lot more than just the project that's out there, but that's what people identify with us. They identify sheet metal and sheet metal projects and products. And what you're doing today is a really great showpiece for people to see what sheet metal workers can do and what their skill sets are as apprentices.
This is a time-sensitive competition. The way it works out is we've given the apprentices a certain allotted hours of time, and the project, again, it's very intricate, and they've got the full day to get it done. And I think a lot of them are on pace. I'm trying to get them to eat lunch, and they're not even willing to do that yet. So.
We still have artisans really in the trade. What they're doing today really falls more into art than it does into practical sheet metal as we would normally see it. The trade is way beyond that. The trade today is beyond the artisan and the metal smithing of our older era, and expands into computer technology, into CAD drawing, into all the new aspects of our trade. So it's a very broad base. We do service work, we do balance work, we do a whole myriad of things within the trade. It's not simply sheet metal.
There's a lot more involved in our trade. We are kind of the last craftsmen in the trade industry, so we like to show off what we can do. And right now these apprentices have worked 5 years of apprenticeship, and now we're kind of showing off. This is what we can do. This is something that we're capable of. A lot of people don't realize that everything that was made on that project was hand formed from a flat piece of metal, and now it's becoming something. And it's really great to see what happens at the end of it, and you get to see this beautiful project. But there's a lot of time that goes into it, a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of tears. But it always finishes up great. And once they're done, the display on Saturday at the banquet, it turns out beautiful. It's remarkable what these guys are capable of.
First and foremost, having somebody stand up for you and back you in decisions and back you in the betterment and fulfillment of your lives and your goals and stuff like that is something that's absolutely incredible and is priceless.
I've had a great experience, great apprenticeship. Kept me busy, kept me working. The guys are great. It's almost like a brotherhood that you form, especially seeing all these guys that I went to school with all across the province. It's great to see them, and you always keep in touch, and no complaints. Happy I did it.
Yeah, Local 47 from Ottawa, they're supportive. They're behind us with everything we do. They're always there to help us.
I can't talk highly enough about the union. Since I started in the trade till now, they've been there every step of the way, which has been absolutely incredible. And I've worked at a ton of different industries, a ton of different job titles, but I've never had support from a group of people like I do with Local 30 in the union.
Well, union's been very try to give us a lot of opportunity to settle down like an immigrant, just like me. And then, union, just because the union gave me a job and then lots of opportunity, I could settle down with my family. I have a baby here and a wife. Actually, they're both here to watching me what I'm doing there.
I went to college. I'm a certified biotechnologist. Had a hard time finding a job that would even come close to the life that this provides me. I have a pension. I'll be able to sit down, hopefully babysit my grandkids instead of having to farm them out to some organization for them to be watched while I'm working, my golden years away.
I'd like to see this as a stepping stone, getting my red seal, but I think there's a lot more opportunity past that as well,
Like I went with the trade just because to me it was quicker rather than spending all the time in university and devoting all your time and your money to that and getting out, not necessarily finding a job. Whereas a trade, you put in the hours, you get the experience, and I think you get a little more for your money and your time for sure.
It's a great brotherhood. I found that coming to this event and competing in this competition has shown me how much stronger our brotherhood is. It's given me a really good perspective on our brotherhood, and great group of guys, friendships are being made, and it's a great experience.
My background is I was an organizer for Local 537 out of Hamilton before I come to the training center, and I did see how we need to make ourselves more competitive with the non-union and the merit shops and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, we know that the owners have to make money, because if they're not making money, they will not be in business for us to be employed. And everybody out of the union hall needs to realize that, and everybody needs to work hard.
I believe in it. It gives people the means to earn a decent living, and it can open up different avenues. You never know what it can lead you into. It's a great skilled trade to get into, and there's many avenues it can lead you. And lots of our guys become owners, work for themselves. Others take different paths. Some guys stay and work at the same shop their whole lives if they're happy doing that. It's a personal thing, but it gives you the opportunity to try and do lots of things and better yourself and provide for your family.
It really is an honor to be here. Just see some of the talent that's showcased here, rivals none.
In my opinion, if you're here, you've already won. It's the greatest guys. I know a lot of them from school, and I love everybody. All these guys here are deserve to be here, and they're great guys.
I love I love working with the metals. I love my brothers. It's good to build camaraderie. It's nice. It's really.
It's the union, right? It's a good brotherhood, but I've gone to school with 5 of these guys already, so I've already known these guys, and it's kind of a chain. One guy knows the other guy, and it comes full circle.
Just the learning experience, the friendships, just getting to hang out with all the guys.
Most of us, we've been through school together, so we've done our schooling and we've helped each other through school, and we've been there on the good projects and certainly the bad ones. But one of us has a little tip that they learn, we share it to the next guy, help them out, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if one guy is done, it matters if everyone's done.
In these type of situations, we like to have the coverage, people come out and look at and see what we do, because a lot of people would come up and had no idea what we do. They think that we're coppersmiths or that type of thing, but we're sheet metal workers. Most of these guys hang duct every day. Some of them work in coping and flashing. Some of them do siding. They do all different kinds of things in our trade, and this is something that they can kind of take a little bit of pride in. It's a showpiece that they'll be able to handle, and we've had lots of people admire the project, and they're going to see that it's an accomplishment for what they've done today.
Unions have got a bad rap in a lot of places, but it takes a couple bad apples to make a union bad, right? You really got to go to those union meetings. You got to meet the people that you want to hire in, because ultimately they're the ones that are standing up for you, and you can sit and complain about a union and say they don't do nothing behind the scenes, but you're the one who put the person up there. And if you didn't go and vote, then you're the person that put them up there as well, right? But I love the fact that they back us in relation to that. They set up these amazing events for us, which help us further our job development, but also ourselves, right? We get confidence in our work. Everybody looked at this slot machine that we were doing originally, and I was like, wow. But now we're all out there and we're making it, and we're going to have 13 slot machines that are going to look amazing at the very end of this, and nobody thought that they could do it. So they back us in so many different ways, from financially and to our goals in life, to encouraging us to keep on striving for more.